Schmack-a-magov, it is time for a Joseph Manella track-by-track album battle, and he wants me to put Iron Maiden's No Prayer for the Dying versus Dance of Death. Now, I love Iron Maiden with Diano. That's my favorite, the first two albums. I love the first three Dickinson albums, not as much as the first two albums, but I love Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, Power Slave. I thought those three albums were awesome. Then after that, it's been spotty albums. Except for two albums. I will name my two favorite albums since Power Slave from Iron Maiden. And no way I'm saying they're great albums or even compared to the first five. But I enjoy No Prayer for the Dying. I know a lot of people bash on that album, but I'll take it over Somewhere in Time and Seventh Son any day. It's more them trying to be raw and heavy, but it's not a perfect album, but I'll take it over those albums and any album after that. But what's my favorite Maiden album after No Prayer and the later stuff? Dance of Death. I think Dance of Death is a strong album. I don't think it's as good as No Prayer for the Dying, but it's got some cool songs on it. So here we go. Joseph Manella. We start with Tail Gunner versus Wildest Dreams. I dig Wildest Dreams. Great opener, kick-ass tune. Tail Gunner. Even though it's kind of a rip-off of Aces High, I'm still going with Tail Gunner. I think that song smokes and it wins. Next, Holy Smoke versus Rainmaker. Definitely Rainmaker, man. I love that song. Wins. Next, No Prayer for the Dying versus No More Lies. Man, No More Lies drags and drags. Then it gets a little interesting when it gets heavy, but then it starts dragging again. No thank you. No Prayer for the Dying wins that one. All right, next. Public Enema #1 versus Montague. I think Public Enema #1 kicks ass. Stupid title though. Monster is a killer song, man. Probably my second favorite or favorite, man. I love that song. It wins. Another one for Dance of Death. All right, next. Fate's Warning versus Dance of Death. Fate's Warning's a rockin' tune, and Dance of Death, it's not bad, though it drags. The middle section, that little instrumental shit, is awesome. But it loses to Fate's Warning. I'm giving it to Fate's Warning. Next, The Assassin versus Gates of Tomorrow. I love The Assassin. That one gets goofed on a lot. Oh, it's a stupid, Spinal Tapping song. Well, I guess I like stupid Spinal Tap songs, because I love Assassin. Gates of Tomorrow, I'm not feeling it, man. I'm giving that to The Assassin. Next, Run Silent, Run Deep versus New Frontier. New Frontier is really cool. It's a cool song, but Run Silent, Run Deep. It's one of my favorite galloping Maiden tunes. All right, next, Hooks and You. I hate it. Versus Passchendaele. I love it. Probably my favorite. Yeah, I think that would be my favorite on this album. It wins. And, all right, next. Bring Your Daughter to Slaughter versus Face in the Sand. Face in the Sand is boring. Bring Your Daughter to Slaughter, it's a fun song. I mean, I don't love it, but it's fun, and I think this version is better than the original one Bruce Dickinson put out before No Prayer for the Dying, that was on the Nightmare on Elm Street. I like the Maiden version more, and it wins. All right. Next, Mother Russia versus Age of Innocence. Age of Innocence is all right. Mother Russia is awesome. Probably my favorite song off of No Prayer for the Dying. Not too long ago, I saw a link that, a list of the worst, like the top 10 worst Iron Maiden songs. And Mother Russia was in that list. I was like, what? What? And I don't think Hooks and You was in that list. Crazy, right? Anyway, and it also goes to show every one of these lists that people put up, it's always going to piss somebody off. because it doesn't reflect what everybody feels. So, like when I make my ranking videos, oh, my top 10 and this, it's my top 10. I'm not speaking for nobody out there. Even like with these songs I'm doing now. You know, I'm not saying, oh, you know, I like it and you should too. It's all right if you would pick Age of Innocence over Mother Russia. But I can't do that. All right? All right, now the last song, there's still a song left on Dance to Death, Journeyman. So there's no more songs left on No Prayer, but there are B-sides, and I picked the first B-side I saw. It's a song called All in Your Mind, and it was a cover song from a band I never heard of called Stray. And Journeyman, it's not bad, but I love that cover. It's one of my favorite Iron Maiden covers, and believe me, I don't like a lot of Iron Maiden covers. I Got the Fire, Cross-Eyed Mary was cool, Massacre from Thin Lizzy was awesome. This one, All in Your Mind, is awesome. And I don't think there's another B-side that they did a cover that really I liked much. So I'm giving it to All in Your Mind. So Joseph, this is the final score. And yeah, man, I mean, I dig both the albums, but No Prayer I think is way better. That's how I feel. How do you feel? Leave it in the comments below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. Thank you again so much, Joseph Manella. You rock. And everybody listening to me still, you all rock as well. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. And like the video because it's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a cob.